Hi. Yes. So I'm going to be very quick because I have like a 5-minute rolling video in the background, which was a very bright idea on my part. But yeah, that means I just have to tell you only the very important stuff. So my name is Sofia Theiakouli, and I'm here with my colleague Anais Rousseau from ARTIT in Greece. So ARTIT is a hub. It's a digital platform filled with art opportunities. So it's easy for artists to create freely, showcase their work to the right people, and get discovered, get recognized. We have various art opportunities. They can create their portfolio very easily. They can upload all their works and descriptions and participate in several contests that have loads of rewards, anything from cash awards, art residencies like this one, opportunities to interview, and so on and so forth. But moving on to the Evia labs, we picked Evia. It's the second largest island in Greece, and it's basically been hit by severe wildfires over the last 4 years, followed by extreme heavy rainfalls and storms, which caused further problems for the residents and is creating huge uncertainty for the future of the local communities, the infrastructure, the natural landscape. So yeah, we thought it was an important area to discover and get our artists to talk more about. So round one has been complete. These are the two artists we chose. So it's Giogros, Gerontides, and Christina Maridaki. And over the next few minutes, so now I can take a breath because it's a video, it's basically a trailer of each one of them. First one is Giogros Gerontides. They both created a documentary. Each had a different focus. So Giogros Gerontides in particular is called Vulnerable Nets. And he focused a lot on North Evia, the collectives there, the associations, the social enterprises, people who work to protect the environment themselves, but also educate and inform the community about the environment, what can they do, even spoke to the firefighters volunteer association to see how they educate the public to prevent fires, which then cause, again, the land to burn, and then when the storms come and the rainfalls come, it just makes life a lot harder for the residents. So yeah, here you see all the people he spoke with, and just to say as well that this was a collaborative effort for the documentary with with a community of young adults and teenagers. So he helped them kind of prepare for an event they were hosting, and they helped him produce his documentary. So it's a really nice collaborative effort. And now we're going to move on to Christina Maridaki. Her work was more after these two. Her work was called Feminine Insularity. So she has a documentary and a booklet accompanying this. And it's a lot about the women in Evia. She chose a very small and subjective part of a very large municipality of Loutra Aidipsou. And it's basically near the Loutra, which is the thermal springs. And it's a lot about how these women live there, how they construct their identity through their activities and their relationship with one another. And it was interesting because when we visited Evia all together, it was very obvious that you could see women walking in twos, helping each other, and that's what she observed as well. That's why she wanted to focus on that aspect. So it's a lot about gender, how these women live near water, what their experience is, what their idea is, and their thoughts about climate, about the environment, and so on and so forth. And of course, the healing properties of the water in that case, and how that collective strength and the relationship they have with one another is kind of keeping them together and helping them move forward, despite the difficulties. And yeah, the booklet as well has a lot of resources of her work. So she speaks a lot about the geology of the space, the ecofeminism, and yeah, climate. And round 2 is currently in progress. We have selected Maria Gouvelli and Angela Liosi. So this keeps me going, right? So yeah, they are currently finalizing their works. They're in production process. They've done their research already. Now I'm going to go back to this. Yeah. So they've done their research already, and they've done workshops with children. They have a very good idea of what they're working on. And yeah, it's very refreshing to see. We've just finished a workshop as well, which was very interesting. There was a lot of discussion about Evia in particular, but also in general about how people in Greece see these problems and how their relationship is with climate change and their opinions and so on and so forth. And that's also, yeah, follow along to stay in touch and also up to date with everything that ARTIT is doing, but also anything related to the Turning the Tide project. That's all. Thank you.